MANCOSA has been around for about 25 years in South Africa and in Southern Africa, with a reasonably strong footprint on the African continent. And we've primarily offered business education from high certificate to master levels. More recently, even a doctorate program. For the last 5 years, we've identified the need for improving teacher education in South Africa. And teacher education for a number of reasons. Because firstly, we recognize that what happens in the classroom is really what impacts the quality of life of our young people of the country. And we know that the quality of engagement in the classroom is found wanting. Secondly, we also recognize the large number of teachers, highly qualified teachers that are leaving South Africa for opportunities outside in the global labor market. And we know that we need to produce more teachers to fill the need that exists in South Africa. So Professor Karodia and his team identified this need and then worked for the last 5 years in developing the School of Education to develop young minds into the future teachers who are able to succeed and impact the lives of many of the thousands in this country.
We want to close the gap between ourselves and the Independent Examination Board. But teachers that are going to do that are teachers that are going to come from business colleges like MANCOSA, other than teachers that were trained in the colleges where we were trained.
The world is so technological today, and we want to make sure that we are empowering our teachers that are in training to be competitive and to have that competitive advantage not only on a South African platform but globally.
Now MANCOSA is going to capacitate educators to approach learners in the manner that is deserving the generations of the day.
MANCOSA has identified that we require teachers, particularly in the science, mathematics, engineering and technology areas of development. These are the areas that the country would lean upon the most in advancing its capabilities at the dawn of the fourth industrial revolution. The iTeach lab at MANCOSA provides students with an incredibly exciting opportunity to be exposed for the development of certain critical skills needed in the classroom.
Most of the equipment will be positioned within the iTeach lab, where robotics and coding will actually be a module that they will have to then go through. And in it they will learn the different setup of different robotics and how to program games, etc.
iTeach Lab is fantastic. I think MANCOSA has hit the ground running in terms of such a program, because we want kind of an educator that is going to have some technological competencies, understand how technology functions, and at the same time be in a position to cascade such kind of knowledge, such kind of skills to our young people, to our learners.
The School of Education at MANCOSA aims to develop teachers who are able to utilize technology in the classroom, but also work in contexts that are not necessarily highly technologically advanced. So the MANCOSA teacher should be able to find success both in the well-established and resourced schools, as well as those that are not necessarily well-resourced.
So what I've seen with MANCOSA is that they are trying to train kind of educators that will be independent thinkers, critical thinkers, forward thinkers, educators that will be on their own and be able to, when they are in class, come up with their own innovative ideas on how to tackle issues that they come across.
We have many experts in the area of teacher education in the country who could make an impact. We actively went out to identify some of these talent, especially those that are either retired or in the phase of retirement, as they have at least 30 to 40 years of experience. And this allows a fantastic opportunity for the younger academics to be mentored by the country's best talent.
We really have got no choice. We can't go back. The fourth industrial revolution is here. We are living within the era of a button. These children in class are well knowledgeable in terms of doing everything through the button than during my times. And at the moment, there is a big gap between an educator and a learner when it comes to technology.
Many teachers are finding that schools are too stressful, and they're fleeing from this actual classroom setup, and they're wanting to teach online. We are trying to show teachers or provide them with skills that will enable them to be in the classroom and manage their stress. It is of extreme importance, particularly with teachers who want to actually grow in the profession as well. If they want to move up into HOD positions and they want to move into circuit manager positions at some point in their lives. But also just on a small scale within the classroom, having those basic skills, professional development of how to manage the class.
You say the perspective from MANCOSA is going to change the whole dynamics of people in key positions.
MANCOSA is one of the brands that are up there. Their standards are quite up there in terms of having that competitive edge in the higher education sector.
An educational brand can only advance itself as a result of the brand of its students and the impact its students make. Our alumni are found in all parts of the world, but the great story is that the MANCOSA graduate is a graduate out of Africa, impacting the lives and economies across the globe.